Oh, and we're live! Hi guys! Oh, there I am, a little dark. It's a snowy day today. But it's fine, that's cool. I will brighten the camera feed with my wonderful personality and my sickness. I am a little sick today, guys. Oh, I should also turn off my music, because you're probably still hearing that too. It's non-copyright music. That's the best cheap music I could get for a background thing like this. It's completely free! Oh, well, a happy day. It's actually am I good? Oh, my IT guy, my lovely brother, says it's working good. So sorry we missed last week, guys. We had some technical difficulties. This is not as easy as all the cool YouTubers online make it look. Well, my mother's not in here with the office in the stream today. Today, I have my bestest friend of all time, Naomi Laughlin.
Hello.
She's going to be looking at the chat, saying hi, mostly making funny faces behind the screen to try to distract me. Awesome. I'm going to play the intro. It's going to be awesome. You guys, are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? I'm almost ready for this. Hi. Pacha. Boom! I did it! Oh, that was awesome. Okay. Welcome back to Story Onboarding. If you're new here, which you likely are, say hi in the comments. But this is a series where I am attempting to write an entire novel on camera, on stream, for everyone to see, for everyone to watch, for everyone to make fun of, for everyone to have fun with. All of the above. I accept everyone here. Even the haters, you know, to come say hi. And by the end of this series, hopefully I'll have a fully finished books with lots of jokes, a lot of cool stories with our theme, with amazing premise, with cool characters. I want it all. I'm so excited. Okay, so last live stream, I went through, I'm still plotting the book. I went through, oh, by the way, I apologize if I'm a little sniffly today. Here in Utah, it's cold. We keep going from really nice, like 60s degree weather to stormy death outside. It's terrible. The last 2 hours just got like dunked on.
It was beautiful and then it wasn't.
It was so pretty for like 5 minutes. And that was terrible. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm a little sniffly, apologize. But last week we did, oh yes, we got someone in the chat. I can see the chat now, it's amazing, it's right in front of me. So last week we did Act 1, because we're using the 27 chapter method, and if you don't know what that is, that's like 3 acts, and each act has 9 different parts with different ways the character's supposed to grow in between, like a guideline for a book to be set out. There's tons of different like layouts like these. I'm using the 27 chapter one because sorry, I saw the chat. Naomi's doing kissing faces at me. Jeez, I am single. How dare you? Okay. I know, it's funny because you suddenly say like, oh, I have a boyfriend. I don't. Okay. So Act 2, you can follow me over here. We'll see if it follows me. I want to try this out. Okay. You'll see this is my brain board where I have everything written down. See, intro, inciting, this is all Act 1. Now, I already went through Act 1. We started out, and if you want to, also in the description of this video, I have all of Act 1's like plot points written out, so if you're new, you can catch up, no problem. Naomi, can you give me a tissue?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Okay, so we got intro. It starts, our main character is Ashley Parks, and she is cold, kind of mean, kind of dumb, all the good things. This is our napkin from Benny's Burgers.
Bobby's.
Oh, Bobby's Burgers. Oh, yeah, Bobby Flay, like the famous guy. I should know who he is. I don't know who a lot of famous people are. Just all the cool ones.
Remember Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah, I know Gordon Ramsay. Of course I know Gordon Ramsay. So starts with Ashley Parks, and this entire one basically gets her to the point where her and Ember Fry, her trainee, become actual teammates. They are bonded through their mission now to take down Gauntlet, which is this mysterious web of interconnected individuals bent on taking over the world and pretty much just doing douchey things.
Sophie, we have a little question.
I have a question.
What are your thoughts on the Invincible Season 3 finale?
Okay, do not get mad. I've never seen Invincible. I really need to watch it. That's on my list of things I need to watch, but I'm getting through Cobra Kai right now. I love it so much. Naomi's laughing because I just bored her. I just told her everything that happened in season 1 and 2 of Cobra Kai.
She watched it in like 3 days.
I got sick, so I had to watch all the 3 Karate Kid movies and now Cobra Kai, and it's so good. But I will watch Invincible next.
I heard it's good.
No, I'll watch if you subscribe. That's what I'll do. Okay, so now we're in Act 2. Act 2 is actually my favorite part of the book because this is the part of the book where Ashley and Ember are actually like truly going to become agents. They're going to become friends. It's going to be a lot of you're going to see a lot of things, Naomi, of like we've done together. It's going to show up for these two and you'll be like, I remember when I did that. It's because I'm stealing.
Oh, no. They're going to explode because you haven't seen the season 3 final.
Oh no. Do it.
Kapow.
Kapow. I don't care. Okay. Now, I have gone through all this plotting before, and so I have an idea of what I want to do, but last week, or 2 weeks ago, when I did Act 1, I had a different ending in mind, but I completely changed it after talking with my mom, because I was like, oh, that's kind of boring. I want them to do something, and so I had them go to that, like, underground hub of trafficking and stuff, and they were going to, like, have to escape. It's going to be a real Indiana Jones moment. So, okay, let me pull up Act 2. My split screen today is a little bit different. We're working with a few different styles. Let me slideshow. Okay, slideshow split screen. How does it look? Yeah, I'll take it. Ooh. Shout out to the Hive the Hive Collaborative. That's my family's theater. You guys should all go check it out. It's amazing. So this is Act 2. Act 2 consists of New World, Fun and Games, Old Contrast, Build Up, Midpoint, Reversal, Consequence, Trials, and then Dedication. And I think it's interesting, like, I feel like Act 1 and Act 2 follow similar vibes of kind of like introducing a new world, they make an action, they face the consequences, they make a resolution. And like that's very similar for Act 1 and Act 2. Act 3 I don't think is the same because they don't really need to make a resolution after because the climax, everything has come to fruition. So Act 1 and 2 are very similar. So, all right, let me go to New World. New World. The hero experiences a new world or situation. In Harry Potter, I guess you can kind of say like this is when you can say this is when he gets to Hogwarts. I actually think it's more accurate. Like this is when he becomes truly friends with both Ron and Hermione and they become a trio. To me, that feels like the new world because it felt like a new world after that, after the three of them became friends through, shared trauma. Like I think that was the friendship moment.
Okay.
You remember there's a troll in the basement where Slytherin resides.
I'm not really a big Harry Potter fan.
You're dead to me.
Oh.
We got So Delicious, not sponsored. Really good. Okay. In this part of the book, so the last thing that just happened is they just escaped from the secret rogue mission they weren't supposed to go on. Ember has just discovered that Ashley actually knows what she's talking about, that Ashley does know that there's this group of individuals that are of these secret plans. They don't have any proof that they exist other than the word, and they're trying to figure out how to stop them because this is what they do for a living. They're agents, and they're also trying to train because Ember's not good with her powers yet. So Ashley needs to both take down Gauntlet without SABIR knowing because it's a rogue mission. They would get completely taken out of their hands, and Ashley doesn't want that because this is personal for her. And Ember needs to work with Ashley because Ashley's the only one who could teach her how to use her powers. And now Ember has her secondary secret motivation as well that will influence her points. But for now, like that's what we're gonna face value. That's what they're doing. So in order to do this, if they're gonna run their rogue operation, they need a base of operations within the base of operations.
A base in a base.
A secret clubhouse.
Ooh.
Mickey Mouse secret clubhouse.
So at the clubhouse, then we got the Mickey Mouse
I can't let it
clubhouse.
lose me. Sorry, when I turn around, it can lose me. And then, you could come over here and steal it too, like the face tracking software we have. Okay, let me move back to 1. Awesome. Because I need to bring up my notes so I can write any of this down. Okay. So I once came up with a base of operations for them because in my old elementary, there was this corner. And in this corner, behind the fence, there were a bunch of chickens.
Chicken corner.
Yes.
Okay.
That is what I named it, the chicken corner. And that is where we hung out and with a few friends and stuff. And I liked it. And I was like, I don't know, something about like chicken corners seemed really funny to me as like a secret base of operation. Because you could say like left the coop and things like that. So that's why I was like, because a little context. So SABIR, which is their secret agency organization, they take place, SABIR takes place on this island. That's their base of operation. At least the strength department does. There's a bunch of different departments, but they work in the strength department, which are all the secret agent punchy ones. Cobra Kai. No, I gotta stop. I love it so much. Okay. Oh my gosh, I think I dropped 10 subscribers when I mentioned I didn't watch Invincible.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Okay. So they're on this island, right? And they live on the island. They do everything on the island. They head out for missions. So in this island, I imagine that they're self-sufficient. So there's a farm. And in this farm, I think it'd be cool if there was like an abandoned underground greenhouse, really Minecraft vibes.
Yeah.
Where they could, like Ember knows about this place because Ember is kind of crazy and like cannot sit still. Ember's very ADD. Bro cannot sit still. So Ember knows about this place because she discovered it on this island. It's like an abandoned greenhouse of some sort underneath like the chickens. And like that's why it's called the chicken corner. Do you like that? Do you think it's cute?
I love it.
And then this is where they're going to like set up like computers and things and stuff for their own secret base. So this will start with like Ember and Ashley regroup on how to take down Ember and Ashley realize they need their own secret base of operations. And there's going to be a lot of bonding moments here. You know, have you ever made a clubhouse with someone? That's the most bonding thing any person can do, okay? Have your own little space, okay? I feel like our space was the bus, the car.
The bus, yeah, the bus.
Everyone's got like a place. That's where all friendships begin, is a place.
Friendship is magic.
Friendship is magic. Okay, I'm gonna write this up. You talk something.
Okay. So, friendship is magic. My Little Pony.
It's to do with own secret base operations.
Like,
They set up the chicken corner. An abandoned No.
I got Bobby sauce on my jacket.
You got Bobby sauce on your jacket?
No!
Bobby's Burgers, this is your fault. Bobby Flay, this is a personal call out. You're dead to me. Also, this might be crazy. I think I like the In-N-Out sauce more.
Okay.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Because I like the Bobby's Flay sauce, but it was a little like...
It was a little too much Bobby.
Yeah. It was like, the burger was so good, but only for like 5 bites. And then at that point, I'm like, this is so much food. Like, I am not, like...
I think it was the sauce that gave it more.
I don't get it, because like, it was, I usually like a lot of flavor, but it was just too much
That was
flavor.
too much flavor.
Too much flavor.
And now it's on my jacket, so we can't go back. Anyways.
Anyways, an abandoned greenhouse. Here they set up computers, a training area.
Ooh.
Training area.
Cobra Kai reference.
A dojo. Cobra Kai never dies. Dude, like, I'm like, should I join karate? Like, I might love it. I'm like, I've got 2 wolves inside of me, the Cobra Kai and the Miyagi-Do. Like, they're, because one of them is strength and awesomeness, bad, buttery, and the other side is like moral clarity. And I'm like, I want both.
Best of both worlds.
You can be strong and strong in character. Actually, that's the plot of the book.
You can be Daniel-san.
Daniel-san.
In the 3rd movie.
This is what happens when I get sick, because I watch a bunch of movies and then I act like a crackhead. I keep looking up at myself because that's where I am and I can see underneath my eye.
You're like, hello.
Hello. Okay, everything they need to set up. I think there's a little bit of a bonding moment here, you know, because they're both still hiding things from each other. I want to make that very clear.
Okay.
Ashley's hiding the fact, I should write this down. Ashley's still hiding her kidnapping, like that this is personal to her. Still hiding the fact that this is a personal vendetta. That this is a personal vendetta. Ember is still hiding the fact that she is actually spying on Ashley.
Oh. The plot twist is twisting.
Don't ever say that again. Okay. Now, next one. Let's see. Let me switch to split screen. Y'all can see my notes here. Isn't that fancy? And I will show you fun and games. He hero. That should be the. Oh no, it lost me. Come back. The hero explores and interacts in the new world. This is a good place to build relationships, romantic and otherwise.
Oh.
And to develop your character more. So what do I need to have happen in this? I don't really have many other characters. I really kind of want to focus on the fact of like these two friendship. Because they started out as enemies. In the first act, Ashley locked Ember in their room so she couldn't go on a mission.
Yeah.
And then Ember saved her on the mission that she like blocked her away from, and then Ember punched her. So these two have annoyed each other a lot. Then they got to a point eventually where they're like, okay, we gotta commit, we're in this together. Like I know we're not getting along, we're not necessarily friends, but we have to work together. So I'd like this to become a part. It's like, okay, we're teammates, but like we gotta be strong, gotta be stuff. So they're gonna train. And I want the training to be cool. Because
Training montage.
Except for it's a book. There's no montages in books. I guess there could be some montages. I don't know. There's not really montages.
I don't really see montages in books.
Well, I guess that's not true. Like there's like, sometimes they'll say like time has passed and they'll like skip through like a few weeks.
Yeah.
You know, let your characters level up.
Bow.
Bow. So they're going to do training. In the first act, I established that Ember has fire powers, right? And so whenever she gets near any open flame, it just immediately explodes. Like that's how little control she has over it. And eventually they use this for their own good to make it work. What's up?
Oh, I got it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, my phone will die.
Hooray.
I scrounged up one.
You scrounged one up.
I like scrounging.
A scrounger. That's what you are.
He scrounged it up
You
because
scrounge.
the scrounge and the scrounge.
Professional scrounger.
Professional scrounger.
Heard.
Sounds like Six of Crows or something.
I like those.
Have you seen that show, Six of Crows?
No.
Or read the book? I wanted to.
No. I'll look into it.
All right. And so they're training. This might just be a training montage, but also setting up, also doing their own research. Like they're looking at this gauntlet thing, trying to figure out. They've got the board, you know, the board with all the like red wire and stuff.
Wed swing.
Wed swing?
Yes.
Yes, the wed swing. Yes.
Yes.
Conspiracy board.
Conspiracy board. Thank you. Davis would know.
I've made a few. It was
So
for
have I.
a roll, I swear.
I wasn't gonna question you on it, but okay.
I've made conspiracy boards. I made conspiracy boards for fictional worlds that don't even exist. I look nuts. Y'all should see my D&D board. I'm all like, if this connects the dots here and stuff, and it's like...
You should see Annika's.
Yeah, Annika's is the greatest conspiracy board. Hers is the best. That's all plotting is, just conspiracy boards, but like with your own mind. So, what else do I want to happen in this chapter?
Okay, montage. Montage.
Do I need
happens.
to introduce any new characters? Like, I've thought about that. Because, like, we have 6 characters, really, 6 main characters. You have Armament, who's, like, this big, scary villain guy. Conrad Grimm, who's, like, the slimy connector guy. Ugh, it's gross. And then you have our 2 main characters, the girls. And then you have these 2 mentor characters. You've got Director Fallon, and then you've got Professor Gray. Professor Gray hasn't been introduced at this point. I'm like, should I introduce him? You know what I would like? I would like in this chapter, like as Ember's training and getting control of her powers, to like kind of be reminiscent of like when Ashley was learning about her powers. Because the reason she's close with Professor Gray is because after she was rescued, she couldn't control her abilities either, and it was starting to like physically harm her. But then he was a doctor, he was a biologist, and he taught her some things to fix it, and also like some technologies like to help hone in the electricity to like take the load off of her, and like that's why like he's this trustworthy guy, is because he invented all this new technology to help her, and then just gave it to her, and then didn't like, you know, apply. Like he was a good guy, you know. He just did it out of the kindness of his heart. I love Professor Gray. Yeah. Professor Gray is a good guy, good dad.
When did you want to introduce him? Like,
see, I want him to come up. Where did I want him to come up? I think I wanted him to come up soon because I was gonna like they need him for some reason. Like they need a doctor they can trust or a professor they trust because there's some connection with Gauntlet to something he's connected with that they can get in. So I could like introduce him now, as in like
he can make like a little entrance, then leave for a bit, and then he can come back later.
Yeah,
for like an important role that
like
you guys need him for. Yeah,
to bloom later. That makes sense. Boop. Okay. So I introduce him now in some way. Probably like make like a phone call or some sort, you know?
But just like, hey, yo, doctor, how's it going?
Hey,
what's up, home slice?
What's up, homie? Oh, Davis says he hasn't seen the animated version, but I liked the comic scene. It was of Invincible.
Yes, Davis. Also, Davis, I hope you saw my text. I really liked your beanie.
I hated your beanie. Just kidding. Okay, so in this one, Ashley and Ember continued their training. Ember continued to train. Ember manages to get a grip. Get a grip on her powers. And Ashley still hunts down for more leads on Gauntlet. Hunts down for leads on Gauntlet. A familiar but friendly face from her past. Familiar but friendly face from her past returns. Professor Gray!
Oh my goodness.
I can't just tell you just how much I love Professor Gray. Like, this is like the mentor guy this is Miyagi. This is my Miyagi, okay? Except for a little younger and a little more not as wise as Miyagi.
The flowers bloom.
Nobody is as wise as Miyagi.
Nobody is.
Oh, Davis says, I did! Thank you!
Away.
Okay. Professor Gray, who gave her the technology she needed to heal. She needed to heal physically. Mentally is another question. She needs therapy.
Next act.
Wait, but the funny thing is you're right.
Look at therapy next act.
Not
Not
heal
now.
her physical body and powers. Maybe she reaches out to him because like Ember also needs that like restraining technology so she can get like I imagine it's like what's it called? You're riding a bike, training wheels.
Yeah.
He invented some sort of training wheels that like hinders their powers somewhat so they can get a grip on it so they can handle like the abilities at full force. I like that. Ember reaches out. No, Ashley reaches out for the training wheels. For the training wheels technology. And he gives it, we learn that he's a nice guy. So we learn that he is a nice guy, but also a genius.
Heck yeah.
Super smart. I'm not exactly sure like what kind of scientist I want to make. I kind of like, I imagine like prosthetics, but also like human biology sort of thing.
Ooh.
Like that's like kind of like the field I want him to be in. Like a few people I know from college, they're studying prosthetics right now. I'm like, that's so cool. I'm like, you should make me the $1 million woman. Although nowadays it would be like $1 billion woman.
$1 billion woman.
Okay, so that's what I want for fun and games. So they're training, they're getting strong. Now they're like decent at their jobs. Ember's like still a rookie. Like I want to like the power difference between the two. Ashley is like Black Widow. Okay, like she's super strong, unbeatable. She's been Miyagi.
Okay, Miyagi.
And Ember is Daniel-san, who gets beat up every 5 seconds in Karate Kid. Oh my gosh, Daniel can go like 5 minutes without getting beat up by someone.
Can't.
I'm so tired. Okay.
You got this. You got this.
I got this. Okay.
You need a water break.
I have water.
That's Diet Coke.
Okay.
Hydrate or dihydrate?
I'll dehydrate you. Okay, so next we've got old contrast. So the hero compares the new world to the old and was reminded how much it has changed. You know, I was already kind of doing that. I was like, it's just like similar to how Ashley trained to how Ember is training now. Mm-hmm. But I think I want it to be more poignant. So Ashley was kidnapped, right?
Yeah.
She got her powers and she was kidnapped. And she went through like torture, terrible things, blah, blah, blah. Ugh, awful. And it was so bad that her mind like blocked those memories out completely. So she has no idea what happened in like a span of 3 months. It's like if Iron Man came out, like Tony Stark, but he had no idea what happened in 3 months. Like that's kind of the vibe.
Yeah.
And so who she was before that, was she was still like calm, not like the most outgoing person, but she was nice. She had fun. She was like, you know, like a person. And then she came out after it and like she's like all like the life love sucked out of her, okay? Shit. Can't do that while I'm sick. Okay. But so she's not that bright anymore, you know? You know, like someone just like dull.
Yeah.
Like the life is just like gone. Like that's kind of like where she's at. All she has is the next mission and her focus and her vendetta. Mm-hmm. That's all she has.
She's a workaholic.
To remind you of anyone? You're a workaholic. You work all the time.
I know I do. I have work after this.
That's right. Thank you for spending your valuable time with me.
I was going to do anything. I was going to take a nap, but it's okay.
You can take a nap. Comment in the chat if you'd like Naomi to take a nap. Okay. So, I think I would really want to compare that like Ember. Ember is the complete opposite. She has so much light and life in her. Like she's the most energetic person of all time. Like almost too like annoying.
Oh.
But like just before that, you know?
Okay.
So Ashley is super dull and lifeless, like you have Ember. And so now that the two of them have to work together constantly, I want Ashley to kind of be forced to think about like, oh, I used to kind of be like that. Mm-hmm. I used to be, you know, energetic. Maybe not that energetic, but I used to be that fun. You know, I used to be that kind of carefree and like full of life. Yeah. So how do I want to put that? I don't want that just to be an internal monologue. How do I embody that in a scene?
Since, I don't know, people have said that to me. I know.
That
They're like, you're like, oh, you reminded me of when I was like younger and such. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, thank you. Like, I didn't know how to respond. So I was like, what?
Yeah, because it's kind of a weird thing to go up to someone and like immediately, because it's like comparing, you know? Yeah. So I don't want this to be like a confrontation thing. I want this to be like something Ashley is thinking about. Mm-hmm. But I want to like, why though? Like, I imagine like they're in chicken corner and Ember does something. Ooh, maybe this is when I can establish. No, wait. I don't know about that. Okay, I want Ember to give Ashley a nickname. I wanted it like Sparks because Ashley's full name is Ashley Parks. Mm-hmm. Ashley Parks, and she has electric ability, so she was gonna call her Sparks. Sparks as a nickname. Do you like that? Is that cute?
I do like it. Sparks.
Good. That took 2 years to come up with.
2 years later.
I'm a writer. So
really?
Yeah. So Ember, maybe like that. This is what Ember could give Ashley the nickname, and then
like Sparks just like walks off.
Spark. No. Okay. Something cute and inane will happen that will remind. I'll figure it out later. I'll like think of something, but where is it? Where's my thing? Old compare. Ashley is reminded of the person she used to be through Ember. Ember coins the nickname sparks for Ashley. Then, I have this written down. Ashley and Ember decide to talk to an expert that Ashley trusts. Oh yeah, okay, so I did want to introduce Professor Gray. Okay, cool.
Dun, dun.
We meet Professor Gray and learn that this is the doctor that helped Ashley through with her physical recovery after she was found. Professor Gray decides to help them and uses his influence to locate the next likely target for energy control. Okay, this is an important detail. So Ashley was kidnapped. Oh, it lost me. Come back. Ashley was kidnapped. Her father works in energy. Specifically, it was a very experimental energy, like to create something from nothing, essentially. Like that dark matter in space, you can't see, like nothing's there, like nothing exists in it. I wanted to be like they were gathering power from that. And then they were attacked by terrorists, it exploded, that's what gave Ashley her abilities, and it traveled out throughout the rest of the world, giving more people abilities secretly, like 1,000,000 to 1. And so the terrorist, that was Gauntlet, right? They don't know that at the time, but they discover it later. And they discover it now at this point because Ashley's connecting the dots, like to her past, her vendetta, and this new villain that she's going against. And so that's where they get their lead next. They're like, okay, we know that they've attacked energy supplies, energy experiments before. Maybe they'll attack another energy or science, some sort of thing. So that's why they go talk to Professor Gray, a very established man in the science world, like, what's his face? You know the one guy, like the really smart guy that you see him on YouTube Shorts all the time?
A smart guy, yeah.
Yeah, smart guy.
Smart guy.
I don't know, he's like funny to me, because they'll always be like, how smart are you? And he's like, do you know how many digits of pi? Or something. So annoying. Anyway, I bet somebody knows.
Somebody knows out
So they
there.
ask him, like, hey, if we were terrorists, hypothetically, where would they go and think? And then they'll go through like a bunch of different like places that were attacked by seemingly unrelated attackers, and they'll put them together. And based off all this evidence, they'll bring it to Professor Gray and they're like, okay, if this is what we were all attacking, who would I attack next? And he'll be like, well, you'll point out the patterns in between these different sciences, like who they connected, and like, oh, the next likely target is this person. So that's how they find it out next.
Okay.
I have that written down. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. And then there's going to be such a cute moment here, okay, where Professor Gray is like, they're kind of letting him in on the secret that they're going after Gauntlet. And Professor Gray is not a part of SABIR. He's an outside force. He'll be invited later.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know Ashley because he was brought in as a specialist for her recovery. So they're somewhat close, but not super close. And so he's pretty smart, he's very intuitive, and he sees that like, oh, this is not official SABIR business. Hey, weren't you kidnapped at one of these energy things? Like, he's going to start kind of putting together that this is personal, right? So he's going to have a moment with Ashley where he's like, hey, man, this might be a rough road to go down. You might want to think about this. Like, revenge is not the answer. Maybe. Wrong. It's the question. The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Actually, the answer is no. That is the moral.
But it could be yes.
This is not Inigo Montoya, where the answer was yes.
It was.
Yeah, but that guy sucks. So revenge is okay if like if you can justify it. No, my mom's gonna watch this and she'll be like, no. I'll be like, I don't know.
Sorry, Mom.
Sponsored by Soda. No, we're not sponsored.
We're not sponsored.
What time is it? 1:45. Okay, we're halfway through already. Can you believe it?
Wow.
I know, time flies. Actually, we started like 10 minutes late. We're almost halfway through it.
Hooray.
Okay, so he's gonna have that moment with her where it's gonna be really clearly established that, okay, Ashley's on this line where she's going to continue going down this road because she wants to find out what happened to her, and she also wants to get revenge, right? And he's warning her against this because, like, I think of a very important line where he's going to know about the brain because he's a biologist. He's also going to know about brain. He knows everything about the human body, essentially. Okay. Everything to do with it. So he also knows about the brain a little bit and psychology. And he's going to be like, hey, your brain, your mind, it purposely chose to forget these memories, and it did so for a reason. So he's going to warn her, like, bringing all that back before you're ready to handle it could do damage to you. And so he's going to warn her against this, which will be a sweet moment. I love this guy. Okay, and then we have the next one, which is the build-up. Okay, this is where I prepare for the major turning point in my story. Okay. There's some form of struggle, internal or external, that will motivate your hero to take matters into their own hands.
My hands.
Into my hands. You're gonna catch these hands. Catch Naomi's hands. Naomi's crazy.
Pow.
Okay, so, hey, come back. Are you laughing at me?
Maybe.
Okay, so Ember and Ashley, oh my gosh. You know when you're sick and everything in your brain is like, you got cotton balls in your head? Okay, that's what I got. I can't hear anything, and I'm leaking from every orifice. What's an orifice?
Whoa. Calm down.
Okay, I will. Okay. So they just figured out what Gauntlet's next target is. So they're going to do a stakeout because they are trying to hunt down any lead, right? And get evidence that they exist. Mm-hmm. So Ember and Ashley piggyback off another mission and head to Japan. I don't know why I wrote Japan. I feel like in my mind I was like, I want to go to Japan. It doesn't have to be. I don't know. Oh, I think I did. I think I looked up that there was like a really cool power dam there, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll use that for like a setting, a background setting. I don't know, but someplace cool.
Someplace like Japan.
So the head out to Japan to investigate the deals regarding the power dam there. While there, they talk about trust that they've got with each other. So Ember and Ashley are going to have a heart-to-heart moment where they'll be like, hey, we've done some training now. Like, we've become, like, actual teammates. Maybe we can actually become friends. And Ashley's like, maybe.
Maybe one day. Maybe soon.
And Ember's
maybe not
like,
today.
Ember's like, oh, no, I feel like today's a good time. I'm like, guys, check your schedule. Like,
1 o'clock today, yeah.
1 o'clock. Let's become lifelong friends. Okay. Then, after their stakeout, they enact a plan because they find Conrad Graham is in town. So they lure him into the power plant with a fake deal proposal to capture him. So Conrad Graham is a slimy guy. He connects, so if this was like, I wonder if I could switch to 3. Is that gonna work? Oh yeah, okay. So if this was Gauntlet, not orange, we're gonna do red. If this was Gauntlet, can you see that pretty well?
Yeah.
This was evil guy number 1, okay? And this is, and we give him cool eyebrows, evil guy number 2. And this was evil woman, because, you know, equal opportunity evil.
Equality.
Equality. Number 3. So this is Gauntlet, right? They all have to send secret messages to each other. And they do that through the Conrad Grimm. Now, Conrad Grimm, the name, is a title for whoever connects these people to each other. So he handles all the messages back and forth, back and forth. He's basically evil Instagram. And Instagram is where souls go to die. If you ever want to feel bad about yourself, go to an Instagram comment section to feel bad about the world. Don't go on Instagram. Go on YouTube. Subscribe and like this channel if you like hearing about how much I hate Instagram. So that's Conrad Grimm. So they find out that they do the stakeout, right? They realize that he's there. The next day, they plan to get him back by instigating this fake deal and stuff because he's there because they realize that they're trading powers. They're trading like stock and land for this power dam to get control of it, basically. So they're going to fake one of those deals to get him to come in and secret. So they do this. Plan goes great. This is going to be a little like real spy moment where they're going to like the face thing, you know, and like Mission Impossible. It takes off the face. It's Tom Cruise. And they capture him. And then this leads us to the midpoint.
The midpoint.
The midpoint.
The mid of the point.
The point of mid.
It's pretty mid.
No, I need it to be lit. This is not the midpoint. This is the lit point. Comment lit point. Okay, and to split screen. The hero encounters something that complicates their plans and motivates them to change the course of events. Oh, okay. So, back to motivation, okay? This guy is connected to Gauntlet. If they can get this guy to spill the beans, get their evidence, they'll have enough to potentially take Gauntlet down. However, this guy is good at his job because you have to do some dastardly things, like one of my most dastardly things, in order to become the Conrad Grimm. So he's not going to be that easy to break. In fact, he's going to have some mind games because he's not physically strong. He's like spiny. Or maybe not spiny. I don't know. He's going to look boring.
He's skinny and scrawny.
He's skinny as freak. Skinny eye. And so he's going to mess with them mentally. It's like that one Studio C, the bank robber one, where he just takes them down emotionally. It's awesome. He's like, how's your relationship with your mother? And they're like, don't you bring my mother into this. So, okay, let me see what I wrote down.
You did a little toss leg.
I did a toss leg. toss leg. Okay, what did I write?
Okay, so we've got a question.
I have a question.
What is the side deck you are working off of?
Oh, so this is just here. I'll just show you guys. So this is something that I just made. I just made these cool colors, this sort of thing to follow off of. But these actual things come from Living Writer, which is the site that I use to do my writing because it's really nice because you can see all of these different like chapter description. But then you can also go into like manuscripts, go to plotting and stuff. Or I'm gonna do this after I'm done writing this down. After this part of the series, I'm gonna go through and connect all the different dots and things. Like you'll see here, Act 2 confrontation. You'll see like Ember and Ashley, like they glow in it, or you can't really see. Let me move it to 2. So Ember, because I have like details about the character. In the thing, like bright and energetic, makes her hard to control. She wants to appear and all these things and relations, and so it's pretty fun. So that's what I use. Oh no, I gotta come back. My thing lost me. Okay. Every time it goes off me, it gets really sad. Like the camera just droops down. So
it's a sad camera.
It's a sad camera. So, midpoint. Now that they have Conrad Grimm, they begin to interrogate him. They discover what he does for a living. He gleefully tells them about Gauntlet, a hidden network. Okay, wait, but he already did some of this. Okay, because this needs to change a bit, because in Act 1, I wrote that he's actually going to tell them this stuff in the end of Act 1, so earlier than this. Mm-hmm. So they're going to try and interrogate him more. Oh. Yeah, Money Mermaid. Yeah, I really recommend it. It's nice. You do have to pay a subscription. So I have a lovely mother who we do writing together. So she helps me write and she's got her books and stuff. But yeah, I recommend it. It's also got like cool, like it'll track how many words you do a day. So you can like track your project. It's so cool. So that's something you're looking for. It's pretty nice. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Evil guy. Okay. Yes. Cobra guy.
Cobra guy.
I love that show so much.
What's the saying they say?
The Cobra Kai never dies?
Yeah.
Yeah, strike hard, strike first, no mercy. I should come up with something like that for Gauntlet. Yeah. Except for they're not supposed to have cool nicknames because they're supposed to be like secret to the point where even they don't know about each other, which is hard. Okay. So, Conrad already told them about Gauntlet. They already knew all that stuff. So, they're going to interrogate him deeper. They're going to try to get names out of him. Mm-hmm. But instead of responding to that, he's going to dig deep into them specifically. So, because he knows a little bit about them. He knows a little bit about Ashley because he, as part of his job, he knows about like the kidnapping and all that stuff. So, I'm going to write down 3. So, he's going to attack them in 2 different ways. So you have Ashley and you have Ember. And this is purely off of motivation of their weaknesses. So he's going to attack them personally. This is an Instagram comment session again. Okay, so Ashley, he's going to dig in about the kidnapping. And remember, nobody knows that Ashley doesn't actually remember what happens. Neither does he. He's probably going to pick it up in this conversation. So he's going to tease about a few things. So like the torture that she went through, like the things that she powered, because they used the electricity that she was radiating to power some things. I want to get nails done. powered weapons. And then we're also going to hint at, so in this past that she cannot remember, I do want that Ashley's action led to somebody dying.
Oh.
And this guy will be an antagonist sort of character. Like, this character that she ended up killing in this past she doesn't remember was a terrible person. But he has connections to another character that's going to come back to bite her later. And this guy, although actually was secretly not a great guy, was like a public figure. Like, he did things, like his disappearance was a big one. And that's also why Ember is investigating her, is about this specific murder, because they think that she did it. But Ashley doesn't remember that she did it. Ah, so good. So I needed a character name for this guy. All I know is he's a public figure. He looks good, but is actually evil. He had connections to Armament. That's the character I was thinking like earlier. So might be his dad. Oh, no.
Aaron.
Based off of no real people. I'll do like Dr. What's a placeholder name? Dr. John Doe. That's what we're going to call him.
John Doe.
Dr. John Doe. That's the death of John Doe. Dr. Doe. Dr. Doe's death.
Dr. Doe.
So he's going to tease her about these 3 things, and it's going to like kind of get her. So they're supposed to be getting information from him about the names, like who's a part of Gauntlet, like where are you stationed, how do you communicate, like they're trying to figure that out. So they're going to like try to like, ooh, scary, fire, torture. Don't torture people. PSA. If anyone was wondering, don't torture people.
That's a no-no.
But Ashley's going to get distracted because one of her main fatal flaws is that she lets her personal vendettas cloud her judgment. That happened in the Act 1, like multiple times. It's going to happen again now. So Ember's going to be like, hey, we can't ask him about the kidnapping because he's going to bring it up. He's like, don't you want to know who did this? Mm-hmm. Don't you want to know who did that? Mm-hmm. Don't you want to know what happened? Don't you want to know where they are now? Do you not remember anything that happened? He's going to think, oh, it just got so bright. The sun just came out on the word torture.
Dang, it snowed.
Is it snowing still?
It's like a little yeah.
Welcome to Utah.
Little sprinkle of snow.
I immediately looked so much healthier.
Dang, that sun's doing great for you.
I need my vitamin D.
The vitamin D is working.
So she's going to succumb to a fatal flaw, which is her need to know what happened. Come to fatal flaw. But then Ember, what's he going to know about her? I like the idea that he's not going to know about like her secret motivation to, spy on Ashley. Mm-hmm. But he's going to know about her juvenile past.
Ooh.
Because before she came to SABIR, she was a bit of a not good one, bad egg, as they say. Like, she stole cars and she did all this stuff. So he's going to bring up back her criminal record.
But like, hey, remember doing this?
And I want this to be a reveal sort of thing because, till this point, like, Ember's been such, like, a people person. It's been, like, so nice. But, like, compared to Ashley, like, she's, like, a golden student sort of thing. And then she's like, oh, you have a criminal record for, like, stealing cars and assault.
Like that one guy.
Like the one guy.
Like Pedro?
No! Not Pedro! Do not compare Ember to Pedro! No!
Criminal record.
Oh, yeah, criminal record. I actually was
thinking
thinking
nothing
Robbie
else.
Kobe. I love the show!
I moved the chair.
You moved the chair?
I'll bring it back.
You want to come? Okay, back over here.
You want me to come over?
You can. You can come over. Come say hi.
No.
Criminal record, stole cars, all this stuff. And this is going to be like a point of embarrassment for Ember, but she's not going to lose focus. Ember is going to stay focused.
Stay right there.
Wait, don't steal my face thing. It'll follow you instead. You want to steal it? Now it follows you. No, it doesn't. It likes me. It's racist. No, it's not racist. Camera's not racist. Okay, so she's going to stay focused.
Stay focused.
But the problem is that she's not as powerful as Ashley, and Ashley is not going to stay focused.
Got it.
So it's no good. So the next thing happens.
Dun dun.
Move.
I'll go back to my chair.
No, I'm sorry. But I actually do need you to move, so yes, that would be nice.
I'm going back.
Gosh, I am so white. I am the same color as the thing. Do you
As
mind
the
if
wall.
as the wall? Yeah, that's it.
What do you want?
Can you take those like blinds and kind of turn them down? You might have to like. Thank you. Yeah, that's better. I think. And these ones too, maybe. But you probably can't. Get
I'll
to
come
those.
back.
Yeah, you go back. Do your job. I'm not paying you for nothing.
You don't pay me.
Yeah, no, I don't. Okay. Now I wrote here down. Now that they have Conrad Grimm, they begin to interrogate him.
It's following me.
It's oh no, Steve, come back to me. Yes.
Don't look at me.
Come down here. Don't follow her. That's called stalking.
I can't
So,
reach.
do we have a? I'm so glad you're 2 inches taller than me. I'm so.
Yeah, the
Okay.
gladness.
Instead of telling him about Gauntlet, he starts to grill them on their pasts and their follies and sins.
The sins.
So then from there, Ember's going to argue that they should bring him into SABIR, but Ashley disagrees since if they brought him to SABIR, SABIR wouldn't let them talk to him anymore, so they'd lose their only lead. Conrad Grimm, keeps jabbing at what happened to Ashley, realizing that she doesn't know. Realizing that she doesn't remember what happened, which distracts her enough to not notice he had enough time, he was stalling for Armament, his bodyguard, also cool assassin guy, to arrive. So, then we got the reversal, the consequences of your actions. Oh no. Consequences. Everything changes. I really like this one because all the other ones have like detailed things. I'm like, this is what's going to happen to your characters, and then this one's just like everything goes wrong, and I appreciate that. Okay, so in this one, I wrote, what did I write? Escape. A battle goes down between the girls and Armament. Conrad Grimm escapes during the madness, and the battle causes significant damage to the power plant. I'm gonna sneeze.
Achoo.
Thank you. Did not help, but thank you. Okay. This time, Ashley manages to get the upper hand on Armament. She's about to kill him when Ember stops her. Armament gets away, and the two are apprehended by local authorities. The two argue in the lockup about the events that just transpired. Ember wins the argument. What is the argument about? Oh yeah, don't kill people.
No killing.
No killing. It's like Batman. Is that what you said?
It's no bueno.
No bueno? Killing is no bueno. Why are you looking at me like that? Okay, so this is what I want, like, beforehand, how they were, like, kind of becoming friends and stuff? Mm-hmm. It's going to get a little icy here. But then the ice will water the plants of their friendship.
Oh, my gosh.
Genius. Okay, so this is going to be a really, like, big, like, get in check. There's a lot of these moments where Ember's like, you got to check yourself. It's going to happen, like, multiple times. Where Ashley's gonna take it too far, and then Ember's gonna be like, you gotta hold up, okay?
Whoa. You up here? You need to be down here.
But they're also gonna talk, it's like, oh, you have a criminal record, I didn't know that. And Ember's gonna be like, yeah, okay, this is what happened. And Ember's gonna open up about that. Mm-hmm. Ember's gonna be like, oh yeah, I used to steal cars. That's actually how I got into this mess, is I stole Director Fallon's car. This is gonna be a fun part of her backstory, that she stole Director Fallon's car, and that's how she got recruited to SABIR, is because that's how she met, Director Fallon is like this big, strong, like she's got this perfect like military house sort of thing, and Ember managed to get past all of that so she could take her really cool car for a ride.
Dang.
I know.
And he's like, you're cool.
He's like, you know what? I see potential in you. Come join SABIR and fight terrorism. And she's like, yes, that's a way better use of my time. Gosh, I wish I was fighting terrorism in high school. That sounds way more fun. Okay, and then slideshow. Probably should show you the behind the scenes of the slideshow. It probably takes so much out of it. Okay, consequence. The hero reflects upon what has happened. That just lost me. Why did you lose me?
I went sad.
There's a lot of like reflection moments in this this guideline for events, and I like that. Because everything's just, like, things happen, and then you have to reflect on it. So, that's a metaphor for life. Things happen, then you gotta think about it. So you can make a really cool story out of it. That's why things happen to you. Okay, what I wrote down for this. Director Fallon chews out Ashley and Ember for their unapproved mission because they were, caught by the authorities. They were caught. Ember gives down a watered-down version of what happened, which shows that, Ember, even though she just chewed out her friend Ashley, she's not going to betray her. She's going to, not tell Director Fallon all that's happening. This show of, like, loyalty is kind of watered down later because it's revealed that Ember was telling Director Fallon everything the whole time. Mm-hmm. But in this moment, she's only telling her sub, which is to purposely get Ashley's trust back.
Yeah.
So, Ashley thinks about what Conrad Grimm told her about her murky missing memories, that, something happened, she may have done stuff in the 3 months that she doesn't remember that may have been bad. And she also remembers, Ember just told her about going rogue, about taking it too far, about almost killing Armament, and, like, the kind of person she's becoming. And so Ashley decides she needs to be open in her investigation and trust Ember even more. So that's going to lead directly into the next... Wait. Is that supposed to be trials? I'm missing action. Is that trials? We got this at the wrong point. Trials? Where's trials? So many trials. Yeah, it should be action and then dedication. Why do I have trials? You're action now. Action! Action! Go! Okay. And two, let me hit the slide. Okay. Action. The hero takes matters in their own hands and solves or works around the roadblocks that occurred. See reversal, where everything changed. So everything changed like a clang. I should just stand up straight.
Stand up straight.
My mom.
Sorry, Mom. She's not sitting up straight.
It's my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom! If
Mom, I love you.
I love her more.
I'm her favorite.
No. Okay, that was really Brooklyn Nine-Nine coded just now. Like, I'm pretty sure I've heard Jake Peralta do that exact same thing. It's just like, no, Daddy won a present or something. I loved that show. Okay, Ashley opens the investigation to Director Fallon. So she's going to tell Director Fallon everything. Like, hey, there's this secret organization, you might not believe me, but there's a secret organization called Gauntlet, and they're influencing things all around the world for their own criminal gain. And I can't prove it. I don't have any other proof besides my word and the guy we let go. But that's the truth. And if you don't believe me, you can lock me up. And she's going to take it too far again. It's like, I don't care. I'm going to go anyway. I'm going to do it even if you don't support all this stuff. And the Director Fallon's going to be like, wait. They don't let me let go. She's going to be like, I believe you. And Ashley's going to be like, oh, you do? Director Fallon's going to be like, yeah. I am an intelligence operator. Of course I know about Gauntlet. And it's going to be like, oh, Director Fallon's going to reveal like, oh, I've heard rumors of Gauntlet, but I've never been able to pin someone to them. So with their word in mind, and again, this reveal is kind of watered down by the fact that she knew the whole time that they were investigating this because Ember's been telling her everything. Mm-hmm. So, but Director Fallon decides that she's going to open an international discreet manhunt for Conrad Grimm. So Ashley requests that, and she's going to keep them on the investigation. So this is another show of trust. It's like, oh, it's going to be this cool, because like the entire time, Ashley's not trusted Director Fallon at all, because Director Fallon's kind of shady, like she's got her own demons. But this moment's going to be like, no, I'm actually going to do the exact opposite of what you think I'm going to do, and I'm going to fully trust you and fully support you on this.
Aww.
I know, right? I love supportive mentors. Mr. Miyagi!
Daniel-san!
Daniel-san, your karate is still inside you. All about the balance. I gotta stop looking at myself. It's so hard, though.
You look great.
I had somebody do that on the side of the road where they were like, and then they tried to drive off, but they like hit a red light. So they couldn't go, so it was just really awkward for 5 minutes.
You were like,
Yeah. So from here, Ashley's still taking this into her own hands, right? She's going to request that Professor Gray is going to lead the science division dedicated to Gauntlet, because they've already connected the fact that they are rating all of these different scientific experiments, and they're putting together that they're collecting technology and experiments to do something. Like, they're creating something. It's not good. I want chapstick. Oh, chapstick! I forgot I had this up here. I'm so well planned. It's for the ladies. I'm just kidding.
Annika.
No. Not allowed. You guys are the Montagues and Capulets. Well, I'm in town, okay? Call me the dad from Twilight. Not allowed. I am biggest hater. I'm a biggest hater. No. Okay. So, yeah, so that's why Ashley's gonna be like, can we bring in Professor Gray on this? Because Professor Gray already knows about these different places. He did some research for us. He led us to the next one. Like, I want him on this. Dr. Fallon will be like, all right, another win. So Professor Gray is flown in, and the secret investigation that they were forming in the chicken corner is now going to be open to everyone. So the entirety of SABIR is going after him now. So that leads us to the finale of Act 2, which is Dedication 2.9. The hero is now determined to overcome the overall issue, which is to expose Gauntlet for what it really is. Evil.
Evil.
Evil. Evil. No. Okay. So I wrote in this one, Director Fallon provides more resources to the girls in their investigation, only somewhat berating Ashley for not trusting her sooner. She was like, hey, I would have done this from the beginning if you had told me. And Ashley would be like, noted. Fine. I trust you.
Okay, heard.
Ish. Yeah, okay, heard. I'm gonna make that a thing, actually. The heard thing. I remember when you did that the first few times with me, and I was like so confused. I'm like, what are you saying, dog? Just say okay. Like, so, with the connection that Conrad Grimm revealed, so all their new evidence, SABIR can now connect a number of unsolved crimes and coups to gauntlets. So now with all of SABIR's resources, they'll be like, okay, following this pattern of like, oh, they attack, they immediately leave, they leave no trace, these are all the other unsolved investigations that could be connected to them. So, and this also includes Ashley's kidnapping. And then, while the evidence isn't enough to prove that there's an international conspiracy to hoard all sources of energy, it's a start. So Gauntlet's plan in all this is that they're hoarding, they want to become basically monopolies of different sort of things that make the world go round. So energy is one of them, and that's the focus of this book, is that they're trying to get all forms of energy, both old, new, sustainable, unsustainable source of energy. They want to own them all. So if you can own all of the world's energy, you can own the whole world, basically, is the idea. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So, that's what they want to do. So the arc of this one is that they're becoming friends. So in this one, I want to... Ooh, it's lost me. Come back to me.
Come back.
So I want a few bonding moments to happen. I did a lot of like the really streamlined plot, but I also want to note that there's going to be like some moments of calmness where they're going to bond, right?
Yeah.
So, like the stakeout.
Stakeout.
They're gonna have donuts. They're gonna be chilling. They're gonna be talking.
They're gonna have steaks.
In the jail, because they're gonna get thrown in jail at one point. They're also gonna talk there. That's when it's gonna be more serious talk, where they're gonna be like, "What's your past look like? I don't know. What does your past look like? I don't know."
Why are you asking so many questions?
Because Conrad just opened a wallop on us, and we got our butts kicked, and you nearly killed that guy. And then also, Chicken Corner, a lot of bonding moments in there in the beginning of Act 2. So, these girls are going to become friends. And the difference between Act 1 and Act 2 Ashley are going to be very important. Because Act 1 Ashley was completely going rogue. She didn't trust anyone. She was being dumb. And she paid the price for it. Second act, she's still wary to trust anyone. But she realized that she has to. But then by the end, she's going to realize that maybe she doesn't have to, but she does want to, and it's going to be better that she does. That she's going to take that risk, to choose to trust people, even though it's hard, and grow better because of it, which ties us back to the theme. The theme of this book is our bonds, our friendships, our strengths are stronger than our pains. So everything that we've ever went through, do not compare to everything we can do with the people around us. And that's the point of the story.
Okay.
Even when people around us let us down, or when we let them down, they're still stronger than any pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am not going to sneeze. Should probably blow my nose. But I won't. I keep it inside because I'm not a wimp. That's not true. Kids, you should blow your nose.
Those little kids. That one kid at Texas Roadhouse.
Hate that kid. Hate that kid. There was this kid. We're sitting down, okay? I'm sitting here. Naomi's across from me, okay? We're in this booth, okay? This kid comes around the corner. He does one of those open mouth coughs, okay? Like, right into my freaking bubble of space, okay? I looked directly at Naomi, and she knew in my eyes I have never more wanted to drop kick a child so much in my life. This kid was the worst. Cover your mouth, dog. You see this elbow, you know what it's for? Right here. Don't talk. Don't do nothing. Just cough into it. That kid makes me so mad. I should be nicer. He was like 6,
But still.
Still, it's unhygienic.
Even my nieces and nephews know their manners.
Yeah. Cough into your elbow. Like, is that not a thing?
Not out loud.
Yeah. Like, I feel like that's more and more. I feel like as a kid, I was constantly told, like, into your elbow, into your elbow. And nowadays, kids just, like, the world is their elbow.
The world is their oyster.
The world's your oyster. What?
What? Your oyster.
What?
You're the fancy.
Little clam with a pearl inside. Okay, do you have any questions for me?
Let's see.
Open your inquisitive mind, Naomi.
Yes, my mind.
You're my mind. Which character so far do you like the most?
I really do like Ashley.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She's kind of cool. She's mysterious.
She's mysterious. You know.
Emotional. But also not. That's the weird thing.
Emotional, but not emotional, but like, yeah.
I really want her to be a strong protagonist. Like, I want her to, like, go and do things and face the consequences of those things all the time. It's gonna be pretty rough. But the growth I want her to go through this in this book of starting out as, like, so cold, so unemotional, so just, like, bland of life, and by the end, through all this anger, then through the joy and friendship she finds, becoming sort of this stronger, still focused, still strong person, but now just, like, willing to smile. Like,
yeah.
I'd love it.
Like,
so
she finds that, like, happiness and joy now.
Yeah.
And, like, everything, and with, like, yeah.
Yes. Oh, but it's gonna be hard, though, because, like, I really want to touch that, like, I want to figure out how I can write anger. I might make that. So in Living Writer, here I'll split screen. In Living Writer, I have sort of elements that I can go through. So I've got characters, right? I've got all the main characters. I've got Ember. You know, let me move to 2. I've got, let's give her out of free bacon music. I've got Ember Fry. I've got Ashley Parks. I've got Armament, Director Fallon, Professor Gray, and Conrad Grimm, right? And then other than characters, I also have organizations. So SABIR and Gauntlet, right? Back. And then I also have arcs and messages. So this is one that I was working through. I was like, this is the theme. Our bonds are stronger than our pain. And trauma. Trauma is one through the thing that I wrote a bunch about Ashley, what she went through, how it sucked. And then I also have trust, and, like, I haven't gone into this, but this is embodied through the friendship that grows through Ashley and Ember. And it's kind of like, it's made through fire and forging, because it's sort of this thing where they have no trust, and then they have trust, and they have strong trust, and then it's broken, right? Because Ashley realizes something, and then it's reforged. So it gets broken until it becomes strong again, to the point where, like, I don't think it'll ever break again.
Yeah.
It's this sort of thing. Like fire and forging. So this is embodied through the friendship and partnership of Ember and Ashley. I don't know why I always say Ember first. I feel like Ember just rolls off the tongue. That's why I keep saying it. Do you like saying Ashley? Say Ember and Ashley.
Ember and Ashley.
Say it
Ember
14
and
times.
Ashley.
Keep saying it.
Ember and Ashley. It's like Sophie and Naomi.
Oh my gosh, stop. I'm not inspired by our friendship at all.
Nope.
No. You're totally not just Ember.
I'm not Ember.
You're not.
Uh-uh.
You're a little smarter than Ember.
I think before.
It is forged through fire. Through fire and ice, or lightning, I should say. Through fire. You're once unbroken and then broken and reforged, can never be broken again.
It's like a firebender because you know how they do the lightning. Have you ever seen Legends of Korra?
No, but I've seen Avatar Last Airbender. Oh, I've seen the first season of Korra.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like, I can't remember, like, Bolin's older brother, where he knows how to, like, lightning bend.
Yeah.
He's like, bow, and then they'll bow.
For everyone context, Naomi just bow, bow. Yeah, I like it. I remember like after like it comes through one end, goes through your belly, and through the other, which was why Iroh was so great at it because he had such a big belly. I don't think that's right, but
He was a good bender.
he was a good bender. Sounded wrong. But I also want to put this thing of like anger in it, new element. Like anger. Description of like what Ember and Ashley are going to throw at each other. And anger to me is not necessarily like a bad thing, because it can be quite a good thing if you direct it towards the right targets. Because anger, if you learn through psychology or therapy, it's an action feeling. It makes you want to do something, right? And oftentimes we always associate that with like, oh, hitting things or, you know, yelling things or doing something bad, breaking something. But you can also put it towards good things. Like, oh, I'm so angry, I'm going to better my life.
I'm so angry, I'm going to clean my room.
Yeah, like, I'm so angry, I'm going to take a brisk walk, which is good for my legs. Like, so this anger that Ashley is feeling towards these people that did something, it's going to lead to a good conclusion, because she's going to be so angry that she is going to go after Gauntlet. She's going to go after these people that are hurting people, right? She's going to go take down these bad guys. But then Ember is also going to be angry with Ashley for being dumb. And she's going to point it at Ashley with some strong, stern words, which you know what? Ashley needs. So it's all about directing your anger towards the right thing. And in this book, I want to point out there's going to be so many different people who are going to point their anger in good ways and bad ways. Armament is a great example of someone who is pointing their anger in a bad light. He is an interesting character. I haven't gotten into him much because nothing's known about his past. He's sort of this figure in Ashley's story, but his story itself is, I want to do this thing where he's supposed to be a mirror to Ashley, right? Because she's cold, she's unemotional. He's going to be the same way, except for he's unemotional, and they're both unemotional by not by choice. And he's going to have like this thing in his brain that like turns off his feelings. So it makes him a sociopath, basically. Okay. So he literally cannot feel anything, but the chemicals still go into his brain. It's like this concept of like, what if the chemicals in your brain didn't respond to feeling, but it still coursed through your body? So like the adrenaline, the anger is still coursing through his body, still making him strong, but he can't feel any of it on an emotional level, sort of thing. It's like if your brain was numb. It's weird. So he's going to point all that anger that he can't feel towards beating them up. Because he also hates Ashley. Because the guy that Ashley killed was connected to him. And it ended up bad for him. So they hate each other. Don't ship them.
Okay.
Because he's going to be hot. Because I can't not make a character hot.
He's a cutie, okay. He's a baddie.
This is your time. No, bad boy.
Hey.
Red flag. He's gonna be a walking red flag, and you're gonna be like, I can fix him. Like,
hey. So what's your number?
No. Breathe. Did everybody hear that? Anger. Anger will show up in different ways, and will act like an arrow. Depending on where the target is, will depend on if it was good anger or bad anger. Where the target was will decide if the anger was pointed towards good or evil. Towards good or evil. But to be fair, if you have a lot of arrows in your quiver, like you have a lot of anger, you should start shooting them towards good things, or maybe figure out how to get less arrows. You know what I'm saying?
Therapy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yay!
Awesome. Cool. That's Act 1 and Act 2. Things I have set up and things have furthered. And then they will come to fruition. There's going to be lots of bonding moments. What is chicken corner? Okay, I want to put that in the book. Chicken corner. I haven't written that down. Oh, I need a name. Arcs and message, or this is just anger, right? I don't know. Just create the thing. Okay, 2. I need to make a new one. See, I'm gonna split screen. I'm gonna make a new thing. Can I make this smaller? No, I cannot. Can I make this smaller? No, I cannot. I'm going to make a new group, and this is going to be called Places, because I've already talked about a few already. So we've got, like, the island of SABIR, SABIR Island. That sucks. Somebody come up with something better.
SABIR Fortress.
No. It's an island. It's like a base of operations. So, like, I guess SABIR Island.
SABIR.
What does a saber go into? Like, sheath? Ooh. Sheath.
Ooh.
Every place that is mentioned in the book, both large and small.
Yes.
My nose. Why am I so sick? Okay, new element. This is going to be a setting. Okay, the sheath. How do I spell sheath?
I don't know.
You find out.
I'm finding out right now.
So it was really aggressive. I was like,
Find out!
Find out! What's the thing? It's like, I do not know that information, but I will do everything in my power to find out.
SHEATH.
Exactly how I thought it was spelled. Perfect. Okay, so this is sheath. This is the island base of operations for the Department of Strength within SABIR. Strength within SABIR.
Dang, my roommates are in Vegas.
Your roommates are in Vegas? And they didn't invite us?
It's Emily.
Never mind. I'm okay. I have school to do anyway.
Yeah, Emily.
You should be nice to Emily. She's funny. Kinda. I don't know her that well.
I like your Emily, though.
My Emily is sweet. She's my roommate.
Sweet.
We both have Emily roommates, which is funny. Welcome to Utah.
Utah.
People working together, Utah. What a great place to be.
It's like heaven above.
It's the land that we love. This is the place. Okay, so this island base of the Department of Strength within SABIR. It's a pretty large island. It has all of the housing and the training operations and vehicles and all that jazz. That the Strength Department needs. That the Strength Department needs. The only way off the island. Okay, there's 2 ways off the island. There's 2 ways off the island. By boat or by plane. Unless there's a third secret way.
Dun dun.
Through underground tunnels.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Through the mountains. Secret tunnel. Okay, and then we also have the chicken corner. Caca! Oh no! Caca, no! It's a very obscure reference that no one will understand. What fun. I'm gonna turn on the blinds again. It got dark again. It's so sad.
That day.
I mean, I'm on life to myself now, but a little, not enough light. I should put on some blush. I look dead.
I can't reach.
I mean, I'm so sorry.
I can't reach.
We're very short. Okay, so the chicken corner. This is their secret base, and I like the idea that even after they come clean about their secret investigation, is that they don't get rid of the chicken corner, and that just becomes their kind of like secret hideout on their secret base. Please don't touch any of the cords. We just lose the feed right here. There we go. That would be terrible. That's what happened last time.
I know.
You move one cord, and everything decides to self-destruct. It's terrible. Is it nice out there? Oh my gosh, is that blue sky out there?
It is a blue sky.
Oh my gosh, it was snowing. Like,
oh my gosh, it's
hailing.
Tesla.
Like,
yeah.
your Tesla hate is hilarious.
And my dad agrees too, so.
Well, if your dad agrees.
Because, like, remember when we were looking at the electric vehicle? He's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like them. And I'm like, Father.
Can we bond over this mutual hate? That's how I bond with all my favorite friends. I'm all like, who is your least favorite groups of people? No, I was kidding. Don't say that.
We know. It's like we're both thinking the same thing.
No, don't associate me with you. Wait, no, that sounds wrong.
Whoa.
No. Man, I gotta learn to have a filter. I'm sick. I don't have a great filter. Okay, let me finish writing this, and then we're gonna wrap up and figure out, okay, this is everything I wrote. This is all the changes I made. All the facts are lining up. So when I write into 3, all the loose plot points I need to tie together. Because I've set up a lot. I set up Armament. I set up Ember's secret past. I set up Ashley's secret, Ember's secret agenda, Ashley's secret past, the doctor guy who's died mysteriously, and Gauntlet's secret plan. So there's 5 main plot points that I've got to tie together. Okay. This is where Emily Asher have based their secret operations. It's an abandoned
tippity tapping
greenhouse with some loose chickens. That's the name. The name. I love this chicken corner. Okay. Cool. Okay, cool. So those are 2 places. I'll go through the other ones later. Moving to 1. Okay. If you've been watching the whole time, thanks. I love you. Say hi. If you made it to the end, you should put one of those celebration emojis in the chat right now. Naomi, do it.
Hooray. Huzzah.
Okay, you weren't moving to do it, and then you did it.
Took me a minute.
Yeah, I'm excited. I feel like people usually have like a good beginning, like a good start for their story, or a really good ending to a story. I don't know anyone who comes up with a cool middle to a story, but I like the middles of story. I feel like the middle of the story is where all the meat is, you know? Like at Bobby's Burgers.
Yeah.
That meat was so flavorful. What spices? I bet there was horseradish. Do you think there was horseradish in the burger patty?
I don't know.
There might have been. It was super good. Highly recommend. Okay. Except for don't get your sauce in your coat. All right. Make sure to subscribe and like this video. Love you guys. Go do some writing right now, okay? I know you've been slacking off, so go do some writing, okay? See you next time. Bye! Say bye, Naomi. Bye! Wait, it's harmonized. Okay, I'll go bye. You go bye. 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 You will not be able to...